In a peaceful village surrounded by green hills and flowing rivers lived a young man named Arav. He was known for his strength and energy, but also for one dangerous weakness, his uncontrollable anger. Arav was hot-tempered. If someone disagreed with him, he shouted. If something went wrong, he blamed others. Even small mistakes made by others could trigger his rage. Because of this, people started avoiding him. His friends became distant, his family worried, and his life began to feel lonely. One day, after a terrible argument with his younger brother over a very small issue, Arav stormed out of his house, fuming with anger. His brother had accidentally broken a clay pot, and Arav had shouted so loudly that the whole neighborhood heard him. Frustrated and ashamed of himself, Arav walked toward the forest, where a wise old monk lived in a small hut. The monk was respected by everyone in the village for his calmness, wisdom, and peaceful nature. When Arav reached the hut, the monk was sitting under a tree, meditating. Arav disturbed his peace and said loudly, "I need your help. I can't control my anger. It's ruining my life and hurting the people I love." The monk slowly opened his eyes and looked at him with a gentle smile. Without saying a word, he got up and started walking. Surprised, Arav followed him. They walked in silence through the forest until they reached a beautiful, clear lake. The high surface of the water was so still that it looked like glass. The monk picked up a small stone and tossed it into the lake. Ripples spread across the surface, disturbing the calm reflection. "Do you see that?" the monk asked. Arav nodded. "This stone is like your anger," the monk said. "When you throw it into your mind, it creates ripples, disturbance, chaos, and pain." He continued, "Now, watch." They stood silently for a few minutes. Slowly the ripples faded, and the lake returned to its peaceful stillness. The monk said, "This is your mind when you allow time to pass. Anger is like the stone. You cannot stop it from coming sometimes. But if you do not react, if you remain still, the anger will pass on its own." Arav listened quietly. The monk then gave him a simple practice. The next time you feel anger rising, do not speak. Do not act. Just breathe. Count to 10. Walk away if you need to. Let the ripples settle before you respond. Arav took his advice to heart. In the days that followed, whenever he felt anger rising, he remembered the still lake. He would pause, breathe deeply and wait. Slowly but surely he became calmer. His relationships began to heal. People noticed the change in him. He smiled more, listened better, and reacted less. Years later, Arav himself became a teacher of peace in the village, guiding others to master their emotions, just like the monk had guided him. Moral of the story: anger is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It shows you where healing is needed. But reacting in anger is like throwing stones into still water. You only disturb yourself and others. Learn to pause, breathe, and let the storm pass. That is the true strength. If this story helped you understand how to control anger, please like and share it with your friends and family. Your support means a lot. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss more inspiring stories like this. And drop a comment below. How do you handle your anger? Let's keep the conversation going and help each other grow.